There's no flakes like snowflakes. Ha-cha-cha-cha.
I'm gonna pee my pants.
Ha-cha-cha-cha-cha.
Okay. Sorry, you guys, for our ridiculousness, but
So cheesy.
we are super excited about this video today. We are introducing our snowflakes, if you didn't catch that part. And it is one of our favorite molds for this winter, and
yes.
it's so beautiful. You guys, the detail in this is unsurpassed. So much. And tell them what's so amazing about this.
So many things. It's got this total, it's this an architectural take on a snowflake.
Mm-hmm.
And what's awesome too about them is we've got a range of sizes, so you can do all kinds of different types of compositions, but also they are symmetrical. So that means you can do them back to back. In fact, that's what we're gonna do in this video.
today.
So today we are going to make an ornament, and it's going to be double-sided, super dimensional, super fun. And we're going to use casting resin. We've already poured the resin, and you follow the instructions on the box to a T. And measurement is super important, because if you get the amounts off, they should be perfectly equal. If you get those amounts off, it can affect the curing, and you can get it where it won't set up properly. So we've gotten these, and we have them pre-measured. First, I want to tell you what we've done is you're going to cast one.
Do a full casting.
Do a full casting. After it's all set up, it will be opaque. Then you're going to remove it and set it aside. And now you're going to cast again, and you're going to have this string ready to set into there. So let's go ahead and mix. I'm going to go ahead and pour equal amounts. This is the amazing casting resin. And now we're going to give it a really thorough stir. It'll kind of get white, and then it'll clear up again. See there?
This is actually one of my favorite mediums to use because it's so satisfying when you pop it out of the casting.
It is. And the time that it takes to set up varies quite a bit. So set this aside. Now we're going to pour this in here, and we've got this little pick. You could use a toothpick, whatever, because in the tiny little spots, you're going to need to draw it into there because it's kind of a nice thick. And it's going to create heat as it sets up.
And you mentioned earlier that you for this particular project, you don't want to come all the way to the points.
Yeah, you want to, no, you do. You want to come all the way to the points, but you do not want to have it be
Too full.
Too full. I mean, what'll happen is it's not the end of the world if that happens. You'll have overflow, but see how I'm pulling it out into the edges, but you want to move kind of quickly because once it starts to set up, you're done.
You need to stop.
Yeah, so
Right here needs a little.
there we go.
Oh.
And because it's thick, it takes a little coaxing into the tiny details. Okay, let's see. That's pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and do a tiny bit more. And any excess that you do get can be trimmed off after. It's not
And
a
you
big
can,
deal.
you guys, you can make a lot of ornaments at once. Once you get used to this process, you can fill all of these cavities and do them all at the same time.
Yeah.
And they're all symmetrical, so you can do them all this way. Okay.
Where's that string?
Uh-oh. Did you drop it on the ground?
It was in my sleeve. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is, this is kind of cool, is we're gonna lay this down here. Okay, it's a piece of string, and you've created a loop. Okay, just bending or folding it in half. Then you're gonna lay that in there so that you've got enough coming out. Just like tuck it down into your resin, right? And now, this is the fun part. We're going to take this and we're going to line it up. And we are going to tuck it in and just kind of get it seated on.
Don't press too hard.
No, don't press too hard. You don't want to squish out, displace. You just want to make sure that you're making good contact with the resin so that it's fusing, okay? So get down and look, see if there's anything that's not contacted, and press it down. You can kind of press it into it so that you do, if a teeny bit comes out, it's okay. You do want to make sure that you have good contact so that you don't have a gap between the two. And now this is going to take, depending on how big the cavity is, probably around 10 minutes for it to really set up. And then we'll be able to pull it out. So let's let this set up for a few minutes. Okay, it's time now to pull this out.
Favorite part
of the mold.
So pretty. I love that. Oh, that is glorious. So pretty. Okay, what are we gonna do with it now?
Oh, it's just substantial. I want to make this for my whole tree.
You can.
I know. Okay, now we are going to paint it. Let's go ahead, and we have
a nice creamy white paint.
We are going to get this whole bad boy all painted. Oh, this is beautiful. In fact, I could probably use a little bit bigger of a brush.
We had the question, why do you need to paint it when it's already white? And it just adds more texture and more depth to the casting.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to use a little bit bigger of this
That's what I was thinking. When we were allowing this to dry, we were talking about some of the really awesome things you could do with this Snowflakes mold, and we just kept coming up with more and more ideas. And one thing that I thought, well, actually it was Josie's idea, is to use either fondant and use that for the top of a cupcake and form it over the top, or you could use like white baking chips, and so you get a hard casting with that, and you can wedge it into the top of a cupcake, which would be beautiful.
Exploding out
so these are food safe.
You get a separate set for food than especially if you're using resins
but you can use them for fondant, all sugar arts, fondant, like I said, the baking chips, cookies. You can make cookies in them. They would be so fun. Get with your kids and make cookies for the holidays. And you can even do ornaments with your kids using probably not the casting resin,
but cookie ornaments, even edible ornaments.
Cookie ornaments, how fun! Frosted on your tree, like
if you guys do that,
gingerbread snowflakes, gingerbread snowflakes,
right?
How fun would that be?
Oh yeah, and the springerly, that springerly dough that really holds form really nicely.
Yes,
that would be beautiful.
I know right about now you guys are coming up with your own ideas too, so make sure
put it in the comments.
Put your ideas in the comments. Also, you will find this product at your stockist, so those links to the store locator and a list of online stores will be in the description. So make sure you click on that.
Yes. So we're gonna get this nice and coated, and then what do you think about adding some iridescent sparkle?
Faux show.
In fact, yes, I think so. I think so.
Yeah, you're being awfully careful with that paint.
I am? Are you being sarcastic?
It's just taking a long time, but you know what? That's all right. We have all day. I'm just excited to get to the glittery part.
I know. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking, that let's try. We got glue out, but you know what? Let's see what happens if we just
paint it.
Because the paint is wet and it will be for a little bit. Just really let the paint
be the glue.
For the glitter.
Let's do it. I think it'll work.
this. We have this really beautiful
Just an iridescent white.
Yes, there's two. Should we just sprinkle?
Yeah, let's sprinkle it.
Okay.
You could also use a gold glitter. A silver would be really pretty.
Should we do just the tips?
That's so pretty. No, do the whole thing.
Okay.
The more the better. Don't be shy. Oh, that is just
So pretty.
gorgeous.
It's so sparkly. I'm gonna die.
Do the other side. You guys, hold it up in all its glory. Let it shine. Oh, that is so pretty. I love it. Do you guys love it as much as we do? All right, that is our project for today. Make sure to hit subscribe and find all the links in the description. We'll see you guys next time. So ready.
There's
snow business.
There's snow business like.
No, there's snow. How does it go?
There's snowflakes like snowflakes.
There's no.
That's not very good, but okay. This is so cheesy. Okay.
By cheesy, do you mean awesome?